Hey friends, welcome back to Mimi Homestyle. Fall is here, which means it's crock pot season. And there's nothing better than throwing everything into a crock pot and coming home to a meal that feels like someone else cooked, even though it's just me. It's such a time saver, especially when things get busy. And today I'm sharing 5 of my favorite keto friendly crock pot meals. Now, a quick disclaimer, I'm not a dietitian or nutrition expert. I love finding low carb or keto recipes that work for my husband because of his dietary needs. I'm not following a keto diet, but these meals are so tasty that they satisfy both of us, keto or not. So stick around because these meals are perfect for fall nights, and I've got a little trick to make them extra delicious for everyone, even if you're not on a low carb or keto diet. So trust me, you won't want to miss it. Our first crockpot meal is a best ranch tender roast. And the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to generously put in some olive oil on the bottom of your crockpot. And then we're going to get a chuck roast. And I like a chuck roast for this, but you can use any roast. And then I'm going to put a stick of butter on top of the roast. I love Land O'Lakes butter. And then we're going to get Lipton Recipe Secrets beefy onion soup. And I like to pour this into a bowl and then add also the ranch salad dressing and seasoning mix to the bowl and then mix these two together. And then once you mix these two together, you're going to sprinkle them on top of the roast. And after you sprinkle all of the seasonings on top of the roast, you're going to add a 1/4 cup of water around the outside of the roast. And then we're going to cover this up, and you're going to be cooking this on high for 4 to 6 hours. And once we have this set and we're going to be waiting for the roast, I like to add some brown gravy mix. This isn't keto, but I buy the Pioneer brand brown gravy mix. I think most stores have that, but any brown gravy mix will work. According to the package, I had to add some water, and then to another bowl, some very cold water I was using to put the gravy mix into. And then you're going to stir that up. And then once the water starts boiling, you're going to add in the cold mixture to that. And then what you do is you take your spoon or whatever it is that you have, and you're going to mix this until it gets very thick. And then once it's thick, I add it to a container like this, and I put it in the fridge because I made all of this in the morning so that I could use it for dinner at night. Next up, I love to make roasted Brussels sprouts. So I set my oven at 400 degrees and we're going to preheat that oven. And while we're preheating, we're going to take our Brussels sprouts and we're going to cut off the ends and then cut them in half. And then I like to rinse them a little bit, even though they say they're washed, I still rinse them a little bit. And then I put them in a 13 by 9 inch pan. And I love to add some olive oil to the top of this very generously, and then also some salt and pepper. And then I am going to, with very clean hands, I'm going to mix all of this up so that it gets nice and incorporated. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put this in the oven. It goes in the oven for 400 degrees, and you're going to put it in about 20 to 25 minutes. And then this will be look a little brown on the edges, and that's really what you want. You don't want it to get too brown. And then I add a baked potato with this, and you have a complete roast meal that's keto carb friendly, except for the baked potato. This next meal is called a crock pot ranch chicken, and these are the things that you'll need. You'll need some cream cheese, you'll need some more ranch dressing mix, you'll need some butter, and you're going to need about 4 pretty large chicken breasts for this meal. And I like to use Tyson. I put in the crock pot all of my pieces of chicken breast, and you can put them nice and snugly inside there. And then you're going to add chopped butter to the top of the chicken breasts. And then you're going to chop your 8-ounce cream cheese, and you're going to put that on top as well. And we're going to put that all around, and then we're going to add the ranch dressing mix. And that's really it. There's no water in this or anything. You're just going to put this on the setting of, you're going to put it on low for about 7.5 hours. That's what I like to do. And then while we're waiting, we're going to use our air fryer, and we are going to be making some roasted broccoli. I bought my broccoli at Costco, and I love these organic broccoli florets that they have in the frozen food section. And I'm going to be using 2 bags of these. And once we put these in a bowl and they're still frozen, we are going to add about a tablespoon of olive oil to the top of that. And then we're going to be using about a 1/2 cup of lemon juice. And that's what I have here. And we're going to just pour that over the top of the broccoli. And then once we have that mixed in with the olive oil, we are going to also add some Parmesan cheese, only about 1/4 cup, but you can decide for yourself what you like to do. I usually do 1/4 cup, and I sprinkle that over the top. And then I use a spoon to mix this after I add some salt and pepper. And then you're going to do this in batches because it won't really fit. I know it doesn't fit in mine. I had to do about 2 batches of these. And you're going to set it for 390 degrees. And we're going to put it in for 10 minutes for each batch. And then I also like to get some Uncle Ben's original ready rice. And I put that in the microwave. Really simple. That's the carb part. And that's something that I like to have along with this meal. And then when the rice comes out, it looks like this. This is my favorite rice. But you can make homemade rice as well. And that's it. You have rice, you have your chicken, and you have your broccoli. Next up, we have an easy crock pot meal of sausage and peppers. You're going to be searing this over a medium heat. You're going to add some olive oil, and then you're going to sear the Italian sausages 2 to 3 minutes on each side until they're starting to brown. And then while you're waiting for that, or even after you're done with that, you're going to be cutting up some peppers and some onions. We're just going to slice the onions. We don't need to chop them or anything like that, so that's really easy. And then we're going to take the seeds out of the peppers. I like to get a trio of peppers so that I have like 3 different kinds. And then we're going to slice those up as well. We're going to put them all in a bowl with the onions. And we're going to also make sure that all of these are washed and cleaned. And then what we're going to do is we're going to end up putting all of this in the crock pot on top of the seared sausages. Now the sausages are not completely cooked. They're only cooked for 2 to 3 minutes each side, and that's it, because the crock pot's going to do the rest. And then my recipe will have all of the seasonings that go on the top of this. There are a lot of different Italian seasonings. And then I get the Rios brand spaghetti sauce in a jar. And you're going to put about 2 cups of that on top of the sausage and the onions and the peppers. And then we're going to put that in on the crock pot, and we're going to set it. Now, while we're waiting for that to cook, we're going to get some mozzarella cheese, and we're going to have about a cup or 2 of that. And once everything's cooked from the crock pot, we're going to sprinkle the mozzarella cheese over the top. We're going to put it in a 13 by 9 inch dish, and we're going to put it on broil in the broiler in our oven for a couple of minutes, and that's going to bubble up. And then I'm going to make some pasta. I make me some whole grain pasta, and then I make my husband some pasta that's good for his keto diet. And that's it. You have a perfect crockpot sausage and pepper meal. I love this recipe. I can usually get some pork chops on sale, and we're going to have a low-carb saucy crockpot pork chops dish. You're going to use a lot of seasonings in this, and that'll be in the recipe in the description. And you're going to use some Parmesan cheese, and that's what we're going to start with. Now we're going to put about 2 tablespoons of butter in a pan, and we're going to, again, not cook this all the way fully through. We're only going to make sure that it's browned a little bit on each side. And then once we're done doing that, we're going to actually transfer this over to the crock pot. And then once it's in the crock pot, you're going to have some drippings left over from cooking them in the pan and your butter. So you're going to take that and you're going to pour that over the top. And then once we're done with that, we're going to get some heavy cream. And we're going to be pouring that into a measuring cup. And we're going to use about a half a cup to a cup of this. We're going to be mixing this in with 8 ounces of cream cheese. Again, I chopped these up and put that in the bowl. And then I put the cup of heavy cream. All of that's keto friendly, but it makes it taste so yummy. And then you're going to add all of your seasonings. Again, that's in the description in the recipe. And then you're going to add some Parmesan cheese, and then you're going to add some butter on the top of that. And then once we're done getting all of those things in the bowl, we're going to take a mixer and we're going to mix this up until it's nice and creamy and it's mixed really, really well. And then you're going to go over to your crock pot again, and you're going to put this on top by the spoonfuls on top of your pork chops. And I spread it out, and then we're going to put it in the crock pot, and we're going to set this on low, but it's only going to go for about 4 hours. So it's not going to go for very long. And then we're going to make some of these petite potatoes. I get these at Kroger. I don't know if you have that near you, but if you do, you can get those there in the produce section. And I love this because they give you a seasoning packet. I never use the whole seasoning packet. And you add some butter to it, and then you add the seasoning. And then once you add the seasoning, you're going to like shake it up and let it kind of melt together. And then you have a nice side dish that's not low carb or anything. This is kind of like what I like. And then I add some peas, and you have a beautiful low carb saucy pork chop meal for a couple of people. This last meal is one of those comfort foods that are great for the fall, and it's a crock pot low carb keto chili. And you won't have any beans for this, but I will add some beans. I usually get some Amy's chili in the soup section, and I add that a little bit to my chili. Now we're going to take some olive oil, and then we're going to mash up some ground turkey, or you can use ground beef for this. I like ground turkey. It's a little less fat, and so I like that. And so we're going to make sure that's all cooked, and then we're going to transfer that turkey to the crock pot. And then once we have the ground turkey in the crock pot, we're going to cut up some onions, and I'm going to be slicing these up and dicing these up this time. We're not going to just slice these. And then what we're going to do is we're going to add that back to the pan that we cook the meat in, and we're going to cook the onions up, and then the very last couple minutes we're going to add some garlic so that we have a little bit of garlic flavor as well. And then when all of that's cooked up, we're going to add that on top of our meat in the crock pot, and we're going to mix that up. And then after we're done doing that, I add some green chilies, a can of green chilies, and then I add a tablespoon of tomato paste. And again, all of these things will be in the description below in the recipe. And then we've got some chili powder and some other seasonings that go in. And then you're going to use 2 cans. I like the petite tomatoes, the diced petite tomatoes. 2 cans of those will go on the top of everything else. And then you're going to have 2 cups of beef broth, and you're going to add that to the top. And then we're going to mix that all up and incorporate everything so that it's nice and mixed up. And then we're going to put the cover on, and we're going to cook our chili. You add your fixins when the low carb crockpot chili is finished. And there you have it, 5 easy, delicious, and keto-friendly crock-pot meals that will make your fall dinners so much simpler. I hope you give these a try and let me know which one becomes a favorite in your house. Thank you so much for watching and for all your support. It means the world to me. And don't forget to come back next week. I'll be showing you how to set up a cozy apple cider bar just in time for the holidays. It's a fun and festive way to keep your gatherings warm and inviting. You won't want to miss it. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time. Thank you for watching today's Mimi Homestyle video. We hope you had a great time and found some inspiration for your next celebration. If you want to stay updated, follow us on TikTok and Instagram. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you'll get notified of our videos on YouTube. Check out our website at mimihomestyle.com and our printables at Grin and Print on Etsy. I can't wait to see you next time for more fun ideas.